Hello everyone.
This is your former President Barack Obama, and I just want to tell you I know how to beatbox with a little bit of.
Hello everyone, I am the director of the Halloween short film, Halloween Never Ends, and most of you guys know me as Carson Allman, because I am literally the owner of this YouTube channel. I just want to explain to you guys what went through my head and what it took to make this short film and how I created it. So, we're just gonna watch the video while I say stuff and just talk about how I made this and what I did. Alright, we're gonna start off with the main part about this stuff. Yeah, Yep, cool. So this right here is just some plot I made up in my head. I based a lot of it based off the old Halloween movies, where the plot was that Michael Myers had this evil essence, and his essence, even if he dies, it'll go to somebody else, and his essence will continue going forever, because he's the essence of evil. So, I just based it off of that. None of the new Halloween films. I just wanted to make some plot that this is a different person, so he's not invincible like Michael Myers, which, spoiler alert, he dies at the end. So, let's continue. That part was not scary in the slightest, but I just wanted to add that there because it was pretty interesting, and I didn't know what other sound effects to add in that part of the scene. And this part right here, specifically, is really funny because I actually was recording this, my cousin was recording this, and while I was brushing off the grass off of Michael's hair, I literally just told him, like, 5 seconds after, to just zoom in on the mask, which is why it took so long. And this music that's playing and blasting my ears out because I accidentally turned the audio way too high, it got copyrighted because it sounded way too much like the normal Halloween theme. So that was pretty funny. Okay, so I'm going to state this right now, but I actually did not have any dialogue plans for anything anyone ever said. So everyone just made up their own dialogue, and it was really interesting because they actually sounded like really normal, and it was pretty good because he's actually just making this up. I didn't tell him anything. I didn't tell anybody anything to make, like, for dialogue wise. So I just everyone had to wing it. So it was pretty interesting when they actually did really well, and you'll see later in the scene where they actually have a full-on conversation of them just winging it. It's super interesting, and let's continue. I don't really have much to say for this part, other than this part was really hard to film, because how is it going to make Michael Myers get crashed in a car with a zero-budget fan film? So, I just did that, and it was somewhat decent enough to put in a film, because it was so bad. Like, look at this. It was so bad, and our first prototype of that, it was so funny. It would look so bad, it was the cringiest thing I've ever seen. So yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, and you can see right there, you can see those two people right there. Those guys were helping me record, but I don't know why they were standing right there. They should have moved away more. But in my excuse, they're just characters in the film watching the events of Michael Myers killing someone. They were just bystanders. So right there is a snap neck. Probably none of you guys knew that because it's literally so unobvious. Every single one in all of existence, let it translate to real-life experiences. In the situation that I would be attacked by the killer, I would be prepared with the arsenal of weapons that we can skip past this. I didn't like the people screaming in the background, which sounded really dumb, but I couldn't do anything. I tried all this noise reduction, but it never worked. So I just gave up, because apparently it sounds better with the noise reduction off and these kids screaming, because I guess it just adds to the vibe, but like, you can hear music in the background too, which is really stupid, and I didn't like that. Oh yeah, and here it's pretty funny because if I pause it right here, you can see Blake is kind of looking at the camera. It's not really obvious, but it is. This music, all the music is made by me. I've already said that like a billion times. So yeah, a few of these stuff I blurred out. I didn't actually need to blur out any of the license plates, as you can see right there. I didn't actually need to do that. I just did it because I thought maybe it was useful, but I guess you don't really have to. All this stuff happens. That was a pretty good sound effect I made just on my synthesizer. Pretty cool camera angles, and you can see right there, there's a ghost face. You guys have probably already seen that, but just pointing it out there, just for the people who haven't, it's like a little Easter egg. I'm just spoiling everything. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. Whilst I was making this music, actually, you can hear that it skips right here. There you go. It skips right there because of the fact that the synthesizer is really stupid, and I really wish it wasn't so, like, hard to make music on. And I made the whole song, but then I messed up at the beginning, so I had to like redo it like 1,000 times, and that was the best I can make it. And I'm just talking about the music over Hunter just dying on the ground. I was originally gonna put blood right here. Blood like going below Hunter's face, but it was way too hard to edit and it was way too time consuming trying to figure it out, so I just gave up, and it kind of looks okay because then I just made it shorter. Oh yeah, that was my favorite part right here. Blake just like didn't even react until like right there. I don't know why we didn't have more recordings or clips of that, but we just didn't, so I just kept it and I tried to make it as short as possible. It was really hard. I guess it could just be like him realizing that Hunter's dying just then. He didn't know what was happening. He was in awe or whatever. You see this part right here? You see that part right there? I'm gonna show that again just so you can see that. Look at the background. Look at the background. You see that? Your background completely changed. That's because these are two different clips. The first one, he leans over me so that it doesn't look like he double backed when he stabbed me in the first shot right here. He actually leans over me in that first shot. Because this part right here, he doubles back. So then I had to morph it, which looked really terrible. But it looks like camera shake, but not really. So then I had to morph another clip where he actually moved backwards. So then I could get that shot with him right there. And this part was really cool because I actually got to edit in a knife myself. I didn't have props or anything, which I wish we could have, but you know, like it's a non-budget fan film. So this right here, this knife is pretty cool. What happens is it looks pretty bad, but it works. All right, I like it. I like it. Don't judge me. All right, I tried my best. The blood in this whole series was really bad. That sound effect you're hearing right now, I will be using throughout the entire thing because I didn't have any good sound effects. And I had to close my eyes for this part, so I wasn't even looking. You could see that my eyes are closed. You can't really see my eyes are closed, but I had like mascara on for Michael Myers, and I had to wear black on my eyes, so I closed my eyes so that you couldn't see my eyeballs, which would look dumb. He runs away with this epic music playing, and I am just basically narrating what's happening now. This part was super annoying. No one really wanted to film this part. Everyone was just super tired after this. I had to zoom in a lot. You could see I had to zoom in a lot because you could see barely on Braden's shirt right there. There's like a shadow. And I think that's Blake because he had like his finger over the camera and the sun was in the exact direction that we were filming in. So it was very unlucky for us, but that doesn't really matter because you can't really see it. He climbs up here. We did this like a lot of times because we had to get the perfect kick to the face from Michael Myers, but it took so long and Braden got a few scratches here and there. But at least we got it done and we have terrible sound effects to make up for it. Yeah, this part was really funny because I kind of made this up while we were filming. I'm like, hey, we should have this pit right here. So yeah, he goes inside of it like a complete idiot, and it's really funny how he does this because it's like it's the most ironic thing in the galaxy. As you can see, I looked in the camera right there, or not right there, but yeah, you could see that right here. I actually looked into the camera. I tried my best to make my eyes darkened, like try to like edit on Premiere Pro. It took a while. I gave up because it was too hard. Okay, so this part right here, I'm surprised I didn't get copyright strike because that's Standing Alone, the song, whatever. I can't remember what the song is, but that's literally playing in the background. This part was actually the first thing we recorded. So you're looking at the first film ever recorded so far. And this is literally my favorite part in a bit. When he's running away from me, I love the sound effect right here. It's so good. It's just 3 notes going back and forth. I loved making it. It was super cool. This scene right here, I love it. It's so good. My friend Tanner, he actually suggested that we put Michael Myers right next to the American flag just to like, I don't know, resemble some whatever. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, but it's really cool how he's standing next to the flag. I just thought that was a cool shot. Anyways, this is really interesting to make. At first, right here, he was gonna roll to the side, and I was gonna drop it, but the camera didn't get a good enough angle to record me actually throwing the weight down and like having blood come out. So I had to recreate it and just throw it on the ground, which doesn't look as good, but you know, it works. And I crush his head, or it's supposed to be his head. A lot of the blood here was just downloadable, but it was so hard to put it in like the correct position and lighten and darken the brightness, and it was really hard to make the blood personally. I'm learning still, so maybe next short film that I'm gonna make, the blood will probably be better. I got hit in the face right here. That was really interesting to make. We had to time it. We had to count down from like 3, 2, 1. It was really cool. So we had to count down. We had to make sure that he didn't actually hit me in the face with the pan, which was like really hard to do. Yeah, this part was cool because I actually had a he throws a shoe at me, but it looks like I caught it, right? So the shoe that he threw at me actually wasn't the same shoe. If you look at it, examining it like perfectly, you can see that that's like the right shoe, and he threw the left shoe at me. I actually was holding the right shoe while he threw the other one on the floor. But like we turned the camera really quickly. It was pretty cool. I like how we recorded that. This gun was a BB gun, so don't worry. I mean, it's not like any of you guys even cared. But yeah, he reloaded, he cocked it. Sound effects, obviously. I wanted to add more sound effects here, but I forgot to. This was the dumbest decision anyone could have ever made. This is so cliche, because if everyone does this, they always go inside the shower, which is why I did that, because I just wanted it to be cliche. Bah! It's the dumbest jump scare ever. And that bullet shot is so terrible. It was very hard to make that. And this is my favorite soundtrack. Besides the one with the 3 notes, this is my favorite song. It was really cool how I created this. And I actually created like 3 versions of the song. Like on the Nintendo Switch with the Cacodemon. Yeah, this part was terrible. I tried my absolute hardest to make this. There was nothing I could have done better. This was literally so hard to make. The cop lights. It was so difficult. That I had to slow it down for frames. A lot of the stuff I made in this movie, I slowed down, and you can see it can see a bit choppy because I had to slow it down just to like the music could like fit into the scene. You saw that like the beginning and then the end. This part was really weird because you can see it looks so weird. My hand when I like curl it up, it like. Okay, then it looks like a hand. I don't know. It just looks weird. That's my YouTube channel. So yeah, that was the director's commentary. While watching it, I've never done anything like this, so please do not judge me. You guys probably clicked off of the video in the first 5 seconds, and if you made it all the way this through, please like and subscribe. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be like one of those YouTubers. Oh, if you made it this far, go like and subscribe and comment if you enjoyed, guys. No, I'm not like one of those, but it would be nice if you guys did subscribe because I want to get to 200 subscribers. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to, please share the Halloween short film with your friends. I would really enjoy if I got more views on that. It only was like 300 views, and that took me like how much? I forgot to say, but it actually took me like 3 months to make. Of every Saturday, I had to go to my friend's house to record that. It took a really long time, and I would love it if you guys could, share it and show other people. You guys probably already have. And you guys are probably super bored of just looking at my profile picture, so I will end this video. Peace out.